Welcome to Casting Actors Cast, the podcast for actors who want to stay passionate about their craft and take their careers to the next level. Whether you're just starting out or have been in the industry for years, we've all had those moments when we feel disconnected from our love of acting. Maybe you've been dealing with rejection, or you're stuck in a rut, or maybe you're just feeling, you're feeling burnt out. Today's episode is all about reigniting that spark, finding your passion for acting again. This is Casting Actors Cast.
This is Casting Actors Cast. Jeffrey Dreisbach brings you insights and inspiration. Make a difference in your acting and your acting career. Here's Jeffrey Dreisbach.
Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of Casting Actors Cast. I'm casting partner Jeffrey Dreisbach with McCorkle Casting in New York. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day and looking forward to rekindling and refinding that passion of yours, that passion for acting. But first, this is that moment of the podcast where I get to say thanks. Thank you for tuning into the podcast. It's been a privilege to be bringing these to you on the Broadway Podcast Network. I'm looking forward to having an exchange with you for a long, long time to come yet. As long as you're listening, I'm going to continue to do these podcasts. Having been an actor for 20 years, now as a casting director, I feel like I can give back to the community by doing these podcasts. So that's why I'm here. Listen, if you haven't done so already, I hope that you're going to check out the website, castingactorscast, all one word.com, castingactorscast.com. There you're going to find all kinds of really cool information. There's a form on the landing page that says dive into the talent pool. If you do that, fill out that form, it gives me your name and your email address. I promise you I don't spam you. I don't, I might on occasion send out an invitation to a new podcast or just something like that, but I don't abuse that at all. But listen, if you do that, I just like to know who's out there. If you do that, it's really cool because it opens up some freebies. One is a book on doing voiceover work, absolutely free. It's a 100-page PDF that you can download called Conversation Pieces Out of the Studio, the Voiceover Workshop for Professional Actors. I think you're going to find that really helpful. This is a time to maybe think about, rekindling that energy. Maybe the book you might find helpful. Additionally, there's a free video. It's a private video for only those people who fill out the form called Casting Secrets, What They Don't Tell You. Also on the website, you're going to see a course that I'm teaching called The Art of the Audition, my new book, which I'm really excited about, and it seems to be doing rather well, so I'm kind of holding my breath a little bit that it continues on the trend, is called Jeff's Jots, The Actor's Career Playbook. It's a hardcover, it's in paperback. I'm working on the audio book. So it'll be on Audible. So there's a lot going on there. You can also have an ebook if you want. So all of that is there on the website. Please check it out. Speaking of Jeff's Jots, which is the name of the book, it's also the name of the show notes that I have about each corresponding podcast. So you can have the show notes if you get, like the last one I did was on resources. So it might be cool that you can have those resources again. You can hear them again without necessarily having to listen to the podcast again. Maybe you want to just print out the resources. Those are called Jeff's Jots. Those are the show notes. Again, you'll find that on the website. Finally, my friends at Actors Connection, actorsconnection.com/New York. I really love those guys, and I would love for you to check them out as well. And then finally, listen, if you have an opportunity to leave me a like, a share with somebody, a review, especially on iTunes, all of that makes such a big difference. So at the end of this episode, you say, gosh, that was really good, or that was really helpful, it would mean the world to me that you let others know by either leaving a review or letting others know. That would be kind of cool too. All right, let's dive into the subject. Reconnecting with your passion for acting is not an easy task. It's something that if you spend time and focused energy on that, how to reconnect with it, there are things you can do to help yourself. And the first one I want to suggest to you is to reconnect with your why. I encourage you to just simply take a moment to reflect on why you started acting in the first place. What drew you to this art form? Was it the thrill of becoming someone else? That was sort of my thing when I was an actor. The joy of storytelling might be something that you are so excited about. The adrenaline of performing live in front of an audience. You know what? Sometimes reminding ourselves of those early feelings can help rekindle that excitement. And it really does help us see acting from a fresh perspective. So consider doing that for yourself. Here's a pro tip. Please try writing down your why in a journal and revisit it often. All right, let's move on to our second thought for rekindling your passion is watch your favorite performances. Immerse yourself in performances that inspire you to become an actor. What inspired you to become an actor? Watch a movie or a play, something that you love, or maybe something that blew your mind the first time you saw it. Pay attention to the actors' performances, the emotions that they convey, and how they make you feel. When you see other actors at their best, I promise you it can reignite your own desire to reach those same heights. It's like, I don't know, it's like recharging your creative batteries, for lack of a better way to say it. Moving on from there, take a new acting class or workshop. Let's talk about stepping outside your comfort zone. Taking a class or a workshop in a different style of acting, whether it's improv, which I think is extremely valuable for actors today. Maybe there's a movement-based acting class, or even clowning can give you a whole new perspective on the craft. Learning something new can be incredible refreshing, and you might even discover skills you didn't know you had. Plus, there's the added benefit of being around other passionate actors in a learning environment. It can remind you of why you love this art form in the first place. I've got a lot more tips about how to rekindle that passion, and we're going to cover those right after this message.
Are you wishing for acting success? Are you ready with audition techniques for theater, film, and television? Are you ready with proven methods for growing your talent? Are you ready to boost your business? It would help if you had a playbook to guide you. Now, there's Jeff's Jots, the Actor's Career Playbook by Jeffrey Dreisbach. Jeff's Jots at Amazon.com, CastingActorsCast.com, available in paperback, hardcover, or ebook. Stop wishing and start doing with Jeff's Jots, the Actor's Career Playbook.
Thank you for that. Coming back to the passion for acting. This is my fourth suggestion of this podcast, and that is collaborate on a passion project. If you're feeling uninspired by your usual auditions or the gigs, why not create something of your own? Why not collaborate with fellow actors, maybe fellow writers that you might have known or connected with, or directors on a passion project, whether it could be, I don't know, a short film or a play, or do I dare say it, even a podcast? Working on something you're genuinely excited about without the pressure of external expectations can remind you how fun and fulfilling acting can be. You're in control of the creative process, and I promise you that can be really, really inspiring. Moving on from there, why not consider reconnecting with your acting community if you haven't done so in a while? Another way to rediscover your passion is by connecting with your acting community. Reach out to friends or colleagues who share your love for acting. Consider attending industry events, mixers, or even virtual meetups. I can tell you this firsthand. Sometimes just being around others who are as passionate as you are, boy, that can really reignite your own fire. Plus, surrounding yourself with people who get it, that can be a great source of support and inspiration. Another suggestion, take a break and find inspiration outside of acting. This is something that may sound counterintuitive. Sometimes I think the best way to reignite your passion is to step away from acting just for a bit. Take a short break to explore other hobbies, interests, or creative outlets. Whether it's painting or writing, hiking or traveling, finding joy in other areas of life can help you return to acting with a renewed sense of energy and excitement. Reflect on your journey and celebrate wins. You know what? Maybe it's time to take some time to reflect on how far you've come. Often we're so focused on what we haven't achieved yet that we forget to acknowledge our accomplishments. Celebrate your wins, whether it's booking a role, nailing an audition, or even just surviving. This is a tough industry. When you give yourself credit for what you've already done, it can make the road ahead feel a lot less daunting and remind you of your love for the process. All right, there you have it. There are some surefire ways to rediscover your passion for acting. Please remember, it's normal to go through ups and downs in any creative career, but reconnecting with your why, seeking inspiration from others, and staying open to new experiences, you can reignite that fire within you. I hope you found this helpful today. Also, a reminder to please consider submitting your self-tape audition to the podcast. Yes, please. My email address, castingactorscast@gmail.com. If you have an audition that you don't mind being reviewed live on the air, it's really helped a lot of actors. I would love and encourage you to consider doing that. I promise you, I think it'll be helpful for you, but then in turn, you'll be helping a lot of others. Thanks for tuning in to Casting Actors Cast. I'm Jeffrey Dreisbach, and listen, I'll see you next time.